Okie dokie, okie kokie, moki loki, swoki. It's time again for Halo. I don't know why. I'm just enjoying Halo. I keep on wanting to maybe go back to House Flipper or Absolov or other games. I'm enjoying it. It feels very nostalgic to be playing a bit of Halo. It's very, very soothing, very calming. And why not? Why not continue? So once again, we're here with the Master Chief Collection. Oh wow, stuttering. Don't know why, but the menu just isn't happy in this game. Resume. Where are we? Oh, that's right, yeah, we've just been dropped off, haven't we? Get straight into the fight. Ah. Wasn't at all ready for that. Why did I jump off, start the game staring at the dropship? Anyway. Okay, Chief. It's a shame these things aren't mobile. I'm wasting everyone's time. Off we go. Also, I'm on my own. There's no one else that came off the transport with me. Ugh. Sucks. I mean, I may be a superhuman cyborg defender of humanity, but, you know, didn't leave everything to me. Bring it. There we go. Oh, you lucky so-and-so. Right. Let's switch back to the rifle. It's interesting because actually it occurs to me that Chief actually does use this rifle with two-hand. I was saying in the stream a couple of, I think in the first stream, this being the third, but he can use these with one hand. But I don't think that's a thing until Halo 2, is it? Dual wielding in that sense. So he can use it much more easily than his companions and fellow Marines. But at the moment, it's still a two-handed rifle for him. At least in canon. Well, if that's it's like Star Wars at this point, isn't it? Things have changed over the years. Where is it that we're heading to? I guess in this way. Ba 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 da da ba. Nope, that's the way we came. Putting the Master in Master Chief there, I think. Maybe I should have been following the arrows on the floor. Possibly. It's a possibility.
Interesting. The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather.
Inclement? This is quite pleasant weather.
I didn't think there were any human forces left in this part.
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu. I read you. Fire Team Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold position. We're on our way.
Roger that. Make it quick.
Yeah, I had a no shield there. I had to just deal with him. No one over there? Yep. Ah, blooming hitboxes on the terrain. I noticed that the trees weren't actually as shoot-roundable as they looked in earlier levels. Alright, I'm gonna get killed if I'm not careful. Yep. Yeah, I saw that coming. Just quickly just check my framing on the camera. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. I shall just shift over just a touch. Excellent. Back to the game. Back to the game. You see him? It's funny how they sound like Mickey Mouse, don't they? It's a little bit unnerving. Shooting these little guys, little grunts. No, don't fall down the hole, Master Chief. That was quite a funny noise there. Ah. I just fell to my death. Ah. My. Maybe death was sweet release for him.
The weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather.
This is Fire Team Zulu requesting immediate assistance from any UNSC forces. Does anyone copy? Over.
I didn't think there were any human forces left on this part of the ring.
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu. I read you. Fire Team Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold position. We're on our way.
Roger that. Make it quick.
Ah! Glass. Okay, we got him. All the while being shot. Been playing Far Cry 5. Oh, nice, nice choice. And which one is that? I've slightly lost track of the numbers lately. Ah, no, wrong button. Oh, come on. I'm gonna get killed by blimmin' grunts if I'm not careful. PUBG is now free to play on Steam. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. I have to Make a note of that. The one before the latest. Yeah, yes, I thought it was. Yes, the latest one was
The
number
weather
6.
patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning, or if the designers wanted the installation.
I have to say, that is the one that I quite like the look of.
This is Fireteam Zulu requesting immediate assistance from any UNSC forces. Does anyone copy? Over.
I didn't think there were any human forces left on this part of the ring.
Ah, you!
Cortana to Fireteam
You!
Zulu. I read you. Fireteam Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold
Right,
position. We're
I'm
on
going to
our
move
way.
on to
Roger that. Make it quick.
one of these guys this time. If only we could move them. Definitely recommend. Okay. I'll have to make a note of that. Incidentally, good evening, Booster. Out we get. There we go, got him. It's strange, I've never really got into the Battle Royale. Partly because I found it hard to distinguish it really from the classic sort of, oh no! Oh my goodness, 15 minutes in and 40 minutes in and I've died this many times. What sort of stream is this? Sloppy stream. That's what it is.
The weather patterns
There we
here
go.
seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems
Yeah,
are
distinguishing it from
malfunctioning,
classic
or
sort of,
if the designers
GoldenEye
wanted the installation
multiplayer.
to have
And I suppose really in many ways it's not that different. It's just that there's lots more players and
I don't think there were any human forces left on this.
it's a more intricate sort of map.
Cortana to Fireteam Zulu.
The Battle Royale sort of
Fireteam
mode.
Zulu, this is Cortana.
Or model.
Hold position. We're on our way.
Plus this obviously there's the Game Pass seasons stuff as well, isn't there? Can't believe I jumped off the bridge. What sort of fool am I? A distracted fool. No, 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 no. Ah! Arrgh, annoying. How's Indy? Thank you for asking. Indy is, he's for now he's better. Yeah, he's sleeping a lot. He's relatively calm.
The weather patterns here seem
he's
natural,
not
artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning.
He's not staying up all night,
or if
which
the
is
designers
good.
wanted the installation to have
Which
inclement
means that
weather.
we have more opportunity to get some good sleep. Unfortunately, though, just when that happened,
I didn't think there were any human
I
forces
went and
left
caught a
on this part.
cold, which then,
Cortana to Fireteam Zulu. I read you.
which for me gets worse in the day,
Hold position. We're
but
on
for my
our
lovely
way.
wife, gets worse at night. So last night she didn't sleep because of the headache that she was getting. It affected our left ears. I think I was saying in the last stream. She was just a little bit wary of getting to sleep tonight as well. So I said I'd come down here and do a bit of streaming and make things be as quiet as possible for her to try and get to sleep. No, I don't want to necessarily just run straight at him. Come on, where are you? There he is. There you are, you little turnip. You are incredibly annoying. And yeah, it's funny when I first installed Halo, the Master Chief Collection, I wasn't expecting it to be this much fun. I just thought, oh yeah, I remember those games. That they are. Well, not I remember them. I still play Halo 3 a little bit every now and then on the Xbox 360, but it's just been too long since I've really properly got into a Halo campaign, and clearly, I can't fight tonight. But no, it's been really good. So yeah, three Halo streams in a row, and apparently I haven't improved the jot. If anything, I've got worse in the
weather patterns here
between the last one and this one.
artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning.
Maybe this is where playing with the keyboard is really showing its weaknesses for me.
This is Fireteam Zulu requesting immediate assistance from any UNSC forces. Does anyone copy? Over.
I didn't think there were any human forces left on this part of the ring.
Cortana to Fireteam Zulu. I read you. Fireteam Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold position. We're on our way.
Roger that. Make it quick.
There we go. Again, I love the soundtrack for this game. I might even have to get a copy of the soundtrack at some point soon. Got to go, all the best. Alright, you take care, man. Ah! Shoot the glass! Schießt den Fenster! Heinrich. Can't believe a couple of those shots haven't added to my pinpoint achievement. Although I can hear you. Where are you? They're everywhere. Could have sworn there was one back there. Where'd you go, you little man? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe's not. Maybe's. The guy wasn't there after all. Anyway, over here we're going to have the man with his laser sword. Oh no! No! No, that's not fair. At least I'm having to start again at the beginning of the ridge. Come on. Stop trying to hit me and... Oh. No, don't hit me. It's not funny. Be serious. Come on, where are you? Ah! That's so annoying. Oh, that's what happened last night. I bounced the grenade back at myself. I threw it onto a reboundable surface. Come on, come on. Surely, surely. There we go. There we go. Ba 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 ba. I saw an invisible person. Oh, that makes any sense, but you know what I mean. Someone in camouflage armor. Oh, thank you for the health pack. Very necessary. Bum ba 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 da ba da ba ba da ba da ba. I think I might have just ran through that room, but that's okay. I think that's okay. Sure, it won't come back and bite me in the backside. Are they snoozing? Are they sneezing? I guess they are snoozing. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, come back here. Where is he? Where'd he go? Aha. Nice and snowy. And there's our guys, landed. And they've been engaged by the enemy. Get on this. I do love all the different vehicles in this game, or in these games. Can we even take this tank down with this? Okay. Okay. Oh, there's lots of our guys around. Oh, there's a grenade on my vehicle. Cunning. Although I can probably get into that tank. Yes, please. Can I? Come on, let me in, let me in, let me in. Ha ha ha. Can we zoom with this? No. Onwards. No. I cannot help but wonder. Although we're probably about to be. No, we're about to be joined. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought so. What I was going to say was I wonder if there's anything in that cave. And yeah, the answer is yes. I love the articulation in the treads on these tanks. The way the right and the left sort of almost like a quadruped of a tank move independently.
The Covenant placed their tanks to defend the entrance to the tunnel.
Ah! Okay. Did that do anything? No, I'm not sure it did. Too low. I think that got our guy. No. Yeah. Done for. I wonder if we go back, whether there's some. So I'm starting this section with very low health. I wonder if there's a health pack back at the dropship. Shall we go and see? Out we get. Health pack, hopefully. Hopefully, yes. Come on, let me in. Ah, oh, it's so annoying that they have their health packs at the back of the Pelican's bays, but you can't get to them. There's one. Excellent. Right. On we go. Bob, bob. Let's go this way.
The Covenant placed their tanks to defend the entrance to the tunnel.
Oh, this machine gun's got a really rubbish aim. Okay. Reminds me of the red and blue animated series, or red versus blue rather. Ah, got deaded. I got deaded. Okay, I need to go back and get some much needed health. rocket launcher would be very welcome, I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Also, maybe I should try going in on one of the ghosts first. It can always come back for the tank. Let's see what we can do on a slightly quicker vehicle. Oh, sorry. Oh, not super anti-spyware product update available. I'm not sure I'm doing much better at this than I would have been doing in the tank, actually. Yeah, okay. We'll just get rid of that. Should I see if there's any more health packs that I've missed? Of course, you never know. Apart from those guys back there. Really want them, but apparently we're not allowed to have them. Okay. In we go. Oh, the sound in the cave is pretty cool. Right, that's that dealt with. And there's one guy up there. Oh, just missed. Ah, and then the terrain got in the way. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's that one dealt with. There's going to be a tank-on-tank fight, is it? They can't see me over the terrain, that's interesting. I think you can see me now. Ha 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 ha! Last time, some flying support came in, yep. There we go. Oh, there's a control panel there. Okay. Onwards. Here we go. Oh no, grenades. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. Again, could do with a health pack. That'd be very welcome. Got dead Marines all over the place. Any dropped health packs, guys? Anything that might be useful. There we go. I knew it was worthwhile going over there. One over there. Great. Just great. Oh, have some brutes over there. Okay. Oh, don't come running up this way. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Back to the tank. Hey, Smig, good evening. I'm back in Halo, just because I cannot get enough of it at the moment. It is just too much fun. Shame that the my other. Oh no, I haven't got any other soldiers on there with me. Shame. Well, I wonder if I had another marine with me, they might be able to take over and pilot the tank while I'm on foot. That would be useful. Missed. Okay, what if I run over there and get in their mortar position? That might be useful. Apparently not. Slippery little so-and-sos, these guys. There we go, finally. Right, onto the back to the tank. They know how to zigzag. They know how to duck and weave. Yeah. We're all doomed. As I was saying, though, I really love the independent four-tread system on these tanks. It's a really, really cool design. Up we go. Oh, we need to get out and open the door. The only criticism I really would have of this game is that it becomes a little bit sort of going through grey tunnels and areas over and over again. There's a little bit of, the Forerunner architecture or whatever it is, just getting a touch hypnotic, and maybe that's part of the point. I don't know, but you sort of, there's not much differentiation between, shrines and military facilities, and laboratories and other sorts of areas in this game. And that might just be, I guess, the culture that we're dealing with, but it just feels a touch, at times, a touch repetitive. Gonna get health back soon. I am doomed. Yeah, it probably is just because it's the first in the series. Because also I remember when I played Halo 2 for the first time, I was really impressed with, is it Mombasa? Fairly early on in the game, you're down on Earth, I think, and that felt much more varied than what we got in this game. So, yeah, it's the first in the series, and also, you know, if we go back to the original graphics, again, you know, we can't underestimate just how this was actually really quite atmospheric and good and interesting. There's a certain sort of sci-fi starkness to this. And incidentally, I went back and found the Art of Halo book in my collection, and yeah, they absolutely put a lot of thought into all of it, and they were pushing the technologies as hard as they could when they were making this game. Yeah, it's called Combat Evolved, I suppose, for a reason. See the health pack. Oh no! Oh, phew. Okay. Oh, active camouflage. Very nice. Can they see me or not? 'Cause they seem to be pointing at me. The reflective floor is really nice, isn't it? Yeah. And let's see, in the original, somewhat reflective, although not reflecting the body on the floor, crucially, actually. Whereas here you do have some reflections on the floor, and you have the reflection of the oh no, that's a glass floor, isn't it? So you can see where the pipe's going down through the floor, in the original. Yeah, I do quite like this. So this feels like a cave almost with stars in it, doesn't it? As opposed to that, which is a little bit blander in the anniversary stuff. Anyway, moving on. I've only got 10 bullets left in this gun. Well, 7. That's 10. That was 10 in reserve. Yeah, I do like the gun. Okay. Shouted enemy before before even pulling the trigger on me. Great. Missed. Out of ammo. Well, I knew I should have swapped weapons. Why didn't I listen to myself? Oh, I'm being shot at in the tank. Foolish. I'm telling you, this cold is an absolute pain in the backside. It feels like I've swallowed pepper, you know. Stop being shot at. Hashtag stop being shot at. Maybe stop leaving the tank where you have unlimited machine gun ammo, you know. Ah, you got to. You know, hey. I think my instinct there was good. Right, and so the elite has gone to get in the ghost. So yeah, farming for content by dying repeatedly. That's what I'm doing. Yep. Yep. Well, the thing is, I think obviously this is just part of my pre-speed run preparations. I think it's a very sensible way of playing the game. Right. I'm not sure that going into the tower helps me all that much. Neither did that for some reason. What the heck happened? What on earth happened there, though? Maybe I shot too close to myself and died. Oh, come on. Exactly, yeah. Explosions getting out of bounds speed run. It's like that's it. I'm trying to glitch out of the map, but on the right frame of animation, and then before you know it, I'll be looking at the credits. It'll be fine, and it'll be the most amazing speed run that anyone's ever seen of Halo. Ah, you see, yeah, that's what happens if you shoot too close to yourself. Then you can die. Turns out explosions aren't something that you can control. They can actually hurt you. Who knew that? I'm learning every day. Oh, no, no! No, I beached myself on a rock. Oh. I'm not sure how that fits into my speedrunning strategy, but it's certainly a way of playing. I need a health pack. My kingdom for a health pack.
I thought the Covenant had eliminated all the Marine forces in this area.
Okay, onwards. Onwards and downwards, I guess. Don't fall off the... Oh. Don't follow me, guys. I'll just get you killed.
Dropship! Covenant dropship inbound!
I've got 3 passengers and they're all gonna die. Yeah. Oh, I died and they didn't die. Well, that's a good news story. Come on now, don't fall off the edge.
Anybody else hear that?
Oh, quite possibly. Quite possibly.
Ship inbound. Take cover.
The Covenant is dropping in behind us. We're trapped.
If you're going to copy anything, copy from the best. Okay, guys, can any of you take the tank? Come on, surely one of you can drive the tank. No? Oh, fine. On we get, guys. Pinpoints with a machine gun, no less. I really needed the health pack. Gonna fight our way back up this hill. Okay, come on, move it, 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 move it. I'm really not sure where on earth we're meant to be going to. Down here, I guess. Again, the music is excellent. Has this sort of intriguing sort of sense to it, doesn't it? This almost like a puzzle. Come on, don't. Come on. Stuck on random terrain. Or do we just continue on foot through here? I guess we might have to. Right, I'm going to double check that there's no health packs here. Yes! Oh, thank goodness there's a health pack. It is a bit exotic. Yeah. It is, isn't it? Right, sorry, I've got completely lost track of where I was. There we go. Oh. Why did I get out? That's that dealt with. Now, health pack. Yes, please. And I'm going to switch rocket launcher for rifle, I think. Just because, you know, that's likely to kill myself with it. And where's that invisible guy gone? Where are you? There you are. No! Ah, yeah. One hit killed sword thing. Where are you? health. Rifle. And then if we reload our gun, do we get any extra ammo from that? No, okay. Okay, come on guys. Where are you? Yes, got him. It's more like it. Making our way up the hill. What? Hang on. Where'd that fire come from? Ah. Up top. I think we're okay. So it's a little bit 80s as well. A little bit sort of Beverly Hills Cop, actually.
Marines, hold your positions. We'll handle those guns.
Will we? It's easy for you to say, Cortana. You're just an AI in my head.
I'm in no hurry for a heroic charge of those guns, Cortana. Holding position.
I guess we will sort of handle them. There we go. There we go. Now, actually, yeah, the setting for this Forerunner architecture in this icy area is quite nice, actually. Oh, got distracted.
Run, but you can't hide.
Isn't it so much better when there actually are people supporting me as well? Anyway, yeah. So here you get a sense of the cliffs and the snow, but with the icy stalactites, quite nice actually. Let's see what's back here. Well, indeed, yeah. Everyone's sort of... maybe it's like a semi-state of hibernation that they go into. But yeah, they don't seem to have any field bunks, do they? And it's not a particularly effective way of keeping watch. Ah, the window's bulletproof. I think I left one alive back there. Oh, hello. There's a Marine with a health pack. Excellent. Yeah, this year I really need to get back into serious sort of, well, serious is the wrong word, but into explicitly historical and archaeological live streams, don't I'll be honest, I'm finding it a little bit difficult to get back into the swing of things, given that all through Christmas I felt ill, and I'm still feeling ill. But we'll get there. It's okay. Come on. Well, the cold, indie over the Christmas period, my jaw, needing all that dental work done, which at the end of January I'm going to require again. It's just been one thing after another. Real pain. So, you know, it's understandable, but at the same time, it's a little bit annoying. And I think what's bothering me the most, or what's concerning me the most, is essentially the lack of actual recharge in amongst all of that. But I guess I've just got to take recharge where I can. And one of those ways in which I might be able to try and recharge is I need to stop looking at the news at the moment. It just keeps on massively annoying me. Where am I meant to be going? Up there? No. Yeah, well, tooth pain, and often actually tooth pain can be then leads to ear pain. So I mean, so as I say, this cold that we've both got at the moment is definitely has an ear infection component. And then yeah, my jaw was killing me. And actually, I noticed today that if I chew chewing gum, that tooth really doesn't like it. Something about maybe the small vacuum that's caused on the tooth when you sort of, when you unchew. So it's definitely, it's only, the nerve is only sealed away on like a knife's edge, as it were. Just got to make it to the end of January then, and they should be able to do the root canal on it. But in amongst all that, I've got to be a entrepreneurial, creative, happy person. Which also actually, this year has been a bit interesting because I think, as I was saying on the Discord, there's a high likelihood that asking certain awkward questions of certain people has slightly blacklisted me in terms of some people's willingness to work with me, which is fine, pathetic on their part, but irritating. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's okay that I'm taking a bit of time to get back into the swing of things. I suppose if I wasn't me, if I was talking to someone else, I'd be like, it's fine, just look after yourself and do what you need to do. But at the same time, it'd be nice to be securing things like new contracts and projects and income. Anyway, I'm rambling now. That was interesting. I wasn't expecting him to rush up on me then. Interesting. Clever girl. The thing is, as Mrs. Soup was saying, there's no way that I would want to compromise other ethical ways of working. So, if other people find, for example, ethical journalism difficult, that's their problem. But at least there's an element of integrity there, which is very understanding of her. Wow. All of the shooting. Is that my shield renew? Yeah, there we go. It's really just one or two places, but unfortunately archaeology is a very small world, and it's also a world populated in terms of management by people who are risk averse and in some ways not necessarily accustomed to independent thought. So yeah, and I don't mean that as an insult. It's just there are lots of reasons why certain people get promoted in certain organizations. I just wish that my I don't know, I wish I just had a little bit more control over how and I'm going to slightly blow my own trumpet here, but how my own skills, talent and intelligence was deployed in order to be able to make a small business for myself that was a little bit more within my purview. I wouldn't have to rely on certain types of people for my business, for my work. And maybe that just means that I'm just, I need to stop looking in the same old places for that work. That just to raise the question of where else do I look? How else do I look there? And I am working on that. Charm and R in particular, actually, and I are having conversations about that sort of thing. But it's all. I don't know. But also as well, part of it, I really want to this year develop, as part of this element of control, a bit more art and making aspects of my business, so that I am selling to customers who don't have bosses. Basically they're making a decision about, oh, I want to buy that thing, or I want to commission that piece of work, or that painting or whatever. And then I'm not so much, that is tackling the problem, not quite so much relying on a single sector, or even myself being an archaeologist in that sense, for everything that I do. Speaking of which, Ruth and I are very much looking forward to getting our podcast off the ground. Initially, I was sort of asked to sort of help with it, and bit by bit, it's become clear that it'd be a really, hopefully a really fun idea, nice little distraction. I think on Saturday we may even do a live stream actually together, so that could be fun. So yeah, by no means is it all negative. It's just that time of year, really. Is podcast remote, or will you get together to record? I think it will depend. I think we want to be in the same room having a chat. But I think sometimes we may well have to be in different places just because life may well necessitate that. And we're thinking of going sort of once a month as an episode, maybe an hour-long conversation. And again, and I think that's possibly also partly what I'm getting at, is that what I need is just something that's not just, again, I say not just all archaeology. A little bit of variation to stimulate some other parts of the brain, and hopefully that'll feed back in terms of creativity as well. Because I've already had some good thoughts about some archaeological stuff I'm going to be doing. So in February, going to be doing a video about Japanese Edo period fart battles, of all things. Or some video, so a video about. It may be a couple of videos, actually, because when you start looking into the world of farts, it's there's a lot to be said. But I think, it might make a nice little artifacts video. But again, not only is it to be expected given the past month that I've had, but also, I've been doing this for more than 10 years now. Naturally, I need to maybe consider ways to keep it fresh. The other day I was watching a YouTuber who was like, I've been doing this for 2 years now, and I need to try and keep it fresh. So I think I've already had a lot of staying power. But that said, though, I've also been getting some really lovely, since Christmas, New Year's has come to an end, some really, really lovely interactions and comments on YouTube. So, people are been complimenting some of the older videos. They've been talking about how wonderful my voice is, and that kind of thing, which is very nice of them. So there's so many possibilities. It's just a matter of having a clear enough head to come at them again, and come at them with a bit more energy. No, don't throw a grenade in your face. Which is also one of the reasons why I figured that returning to Halo this evening wasn't a bad thing. You know, it's what I fancy doing. It's a bit of fun. And it is genuinely quite relaxing. Even though I keep on dying. Woo. Anyway, how are you doing, Smeg? Did you get your projector sorted out? I've been very tempted to get a small Stream Deck module to manage the audio for OBS without having to leave the confines of the game window. Because as it stands, in order to get at OBS, I have to press Windows and then go through, go over there and leave the game. It's not quite as smooth, and it's not an urgent problem, but it's one that's always bothered me. And now that I know that there's actually a way of doing it, essentially inbuilt Elgato hotkeys for the audio sliders on OBS, then I kind of feel like I want to use that solution. So yes, I've been very tempted to get hold of that. There's a guy on Facebook Marketplace who's selling one for basically 70% of its normal price online. So I think at the weekend I might pick that up. You can now experience wall-sized soup content. There's soup splattered all over the walls. Nice. Also, did you sub or resub or something? It looks like my sub went up from 2 to 3. If so, thank you, whoever that was. For some reason I didn't get a notification of that. Once again, the music is awesome sauce. And I'm gonna yeah. I'm not careful. Ah, you just did it, okay. But it doesn't look at the, maybe you didn't get a notification either. Chatbot is on. See, this feels more familiar now in terms of the rhythm. Sometimes I think maybe I get into the habit of playing a bit too cautiously. He says then dying. But I think the difference is how it feels on keyboard and mouse compared to how it felt with the controller the first time I played through this. Oh my goodness, so much carnage. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, it's the Titan things over there, isn't the brutes? I just need to get off the bridge. It's a bit nerve-wracking. It's funny how Cortana, she is with me, but she doesn't comment on that. Oh, really? You have to... Oh, that's interesting. Oh, is there like a... Oh, you reserved... You know, let people know that kind of thing. Yeah, it's interesting that Cortana doesn't comment more on what's happening around you. Again, that may be something that comes in more in Halo 2 and Halo 3 and so on and so forth. But there are certain sections where she's like, careful, there's two of us, you know. But like, for me, that bridge felt really hairy. And yet, nothing from the AI. You sneak subbed. Oh. So yes, I don't know how much you know at the moment. You're called out by the streamer. How much you know about what's happening in the UK at the moment with our Prime Minister, but it's yeah. Yesterday I couldn't quite get over how annoyed I was, so I didn't stream yesterday. Just played Spider-Man instead. Yeah, the partying, the lying, the inability just to come to Parliament and just apologise, you know, do something vaguely honourable for once. And I think this is one of the things that irritates me in this sense, is that if other people behaved like that, like if a doctor, for example, attended a bring your own booze party in a hospital, they'd have been struck off by now during the pandemic, or frankly, I think at all outside, you know, reasonable organised party means. And then you end up sort of wondering, what is it that these people get paid so heartily for, you know, in terms of if there's so much room for mucking about, are they actually value for money? But anyway, that's a whole side issue. Throwing the dice by getting rid of him, absolutely yes. Yeah, the alternative would be to at the moment looks very unnerving. Someone called Liz Truss, who is far from an interesting, a competent prospect. She's definitely in trying to set herself up as
This must be the control room.
as a PM in waiting.
Subtle.
Rishi Sunak, the current Chancellor, if he's not taken down by his association with Johnson, is an arse, like, in terms of his attitude to working people. Michael Gove. Oh God, yeah. Definitely rolling the dice. And I need a different gun with ammo. All the greats of the UK, yeah. Well, I don't know how much you know about Liz Truss, but I mean, she's the person who did the. If you look up pork markets. I mean, I'm just so glad that there's someone called Nadine Dorris here as well. She's in culture at the moment. She is a horrible person. So hopefully she's not in the running. I don't know why, but I keep on pressing the zoom, the right mouse button to do a melee attack. I feel as though there must have been a, maybe it's in the Half-Life games that's what you do for a melee. Possibly.
Analyzing. This must be the control room.
Control room?
The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there and I should be able to...
Oh, come on. Master Chief, oh no. What happened to you?
Analyzing. This must be the control room.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Subtle. The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there, and I should be able to get us inside.
But she's definitely one of the Brexiteers. In fact, she's so... So I'm rambling now. She's so horrible. She's been kicked out of WhatsApp groups run by the former European Research Group, now known as the COVID Recovery Group. That's, you know, that's how distasteful Doris is. Ah! Maybe we're not meant to kill everything on the way up. Possibly not. So again, you know, maybe having a little bit of trouble getting back into the swing of things all makes more sense. You know, it makes sense. It's fine.
This must be the control room.
It's just the zeitgeist at the moment.
At the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there, and I should be able to get us inside.
UK needs more Brexit. That's it. Yeah, we need to believe more. Just need to believe more and it'll work. Stop thinking. Just, you know, stop it.
Analyzing. This must be the control room. Subtle. The entrance to the control
Can I get in
center
that?
is at the top of that pyramid structure.
I can.
Bring me up there, and I should be able to get us inside.
Now that is more like it. I didn't realise I was meant to get in. Well, I could get in one of these. Much better. If they could strafe in this, that would be really good, but it doesn't look like I necessarily can. Ooh, I can fire missiles though. Okay. Anyway, that was a useful little learning exercise. That was good. Oh, okay, on we go.
Analyzing. This must be the control room. Subtle. The entrance to the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there, and I should be able to
Top
get
of
us
the pyramid
inside.
structure. What? Over here? Can certainly give it a go. Want to just shoot this tank though first. Ouch. Hey, cool, we killed the tank. It's the delusion about how you can compete in this new world against current superpowers. All the big gambling countries are too small to go about it alone, but people don't want to admit that the world has changed. Yeah. And also as well, obviously, you'll know what I'm talking about, but this whole thing of this myth of there being... So one of the things that was being really bandied about during the Brexit campaign, and still, actually, people talk about this as one of the reasons why they'll never be sorry for voting the way that they did, is the idea of there being a desire for a European military force. Essentially comparing the EU to the American, or indeed the Soviet statehood notion of there being essentially states within a large country that has its own military force. That's balmy, and also what's even more weird as well is the people who were going, oh, let's get out of this because one day they may well try and set up an army. Surely, the armies that you fear are the ones that are on your doorstep that you're not in. You know, logically it doesn't make sense, but none of it has made sense ever. Even things like controlling borders. You know, we've always had the same powers, really, actually, that we have now. They just weren't being enforced because it was bad for business. Anyway, what's done is done. We are no longer... There's no point in relitigating it. Over and over again. But I suppose the problem is that it's not just, oh, we are where we are. Every time I hear that, I get a little bit annoyed. A little bit like with the pandemic as well. We need to learn, regardless of what we think about what's happened previously. We need to actually honestly assess and learn from mistakes. Otherwise, things will just keep on getting worse. But that's, you know, we live in a world where not only, as you say, are there superpowers, but also there's a very real ability to just live devoid of, you know, proper thinking and testing hypotheses to see whether or not your feelings are correct. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure if I could jump off from that height and be okay, but apparently not. That was very high up, to be fair.
This must be the control room. The entrance
No, no!
top of that pyramid. Bring me up there and I should be able to get us inside.
Well, we can do our best. Oh no. Yeah, no. It would mean, I mean, yeah, if that were to be the case, actually, especially with our old position in the European Union, with the veto that we had as one of the founding members, and some of the better deals of any member, it would have meant that, yeah, we could have absolutely vetoed a military force like that.
Top of that pyramid.
But as it stands, we won't have a say.
There and I should be able to get us inside.
And it would have meant that we wouldn't be dragged if that were to happen. Not that I believe it's actually on the cards. If that were to happen, it would have meant that we were less likely to be drawn into a US military expeditions. Anyway. Oh, I like the blue blood. That's quite cool. Right, I need to get into one of the ships a bit more effectively.
This must be the control room. Shuttle. The entrance to the control center.
Oh, I don't know why is that guy being so
Bring me up there and I should be able to get
fast
us
on the
inside.
spot with that? Ah. Something has changed. If I had a super weapon.
This must be the control room. Shuttle. The entrance
There we
to
go.
the control center is at the top of that pyramid structure. Bring me up there and I should be able to get us inside.
So whereabouts is she talking about getting into? Is it this? This is a pyramidal structure. Yes, so yes it is, of course. Yeah, because we got up here last time, didn't we? I don't really believe there's a reason to vote Brexit. I think there's an emotional component to it. No justifications. Yes. Yeah. Not least there's been a... Oh, wow. Blimey. Wow, that guy really wanted to get me. Yes. No, I agree. There's also been an awful lot of people saying, oh, I knew that there would be lots of short-term pain. But it was worth it for our sovereignty. Profiteering. Interesting. Yeah, banana regulations. Yeah. Well, do you know where that came from? That was Boris Johnson. When he was writing, I think, for the Telegraph as the Brussels correspondent. Basically, he got bored and started just making up stuff. Like, I think fish and chips newspapers are no longer being allowed to be in newspapers, although that was actually a British rule that we enforced ourselves because, you know, the ink wasn't good for you. Yeah, Bendy Bananas was made up by him just because he thought it was fun, and it actually also, you know, it got him some traction in the British media. People would be like, "Oh, have you heard the latest from Brussels?" Oh. Despicable, really. We were never not allowed to have misshapen bananas. That's the problem, isn't it? You know, it's like we were never not allowed to enforce stricter rules at our borders. We were never not allowed to do so many things. And then, of course, some of the more notable, those things that I have more sympathy for are those people who would talk about, you know, don't want unelected bureaucrats running the country. Okay, fair enough, fine. But then we have some of the most notable unelected bureaucrats in the world, not least the House of Lords in this country, but also, you know, people who, like Mr. Dominic Cummings, architects of Brexit, who absolutely benefited from this thing. From this narrative. So it's all just nonsense. But the problem is it requires you assessing the information without, you know, assessing the information honestly is what it requires. And that doesn't happen. At least now we get to fight wars against the French over fishing rights. This is true. Yes. That makes me feel very excited. Proud and, you know. Hoo. Ha, hey, hoo, hey. Yeah. It's going to be a long time, isn't it, before this stops hurting, I think, in some way. And the fact that people, you know, people who grow up in the EU, as I did, were essentially disenfranchised of citizenship in one of the broadest and most interesting international bodies in the world. There we go. I think this is a way of handling this tunnel, isn't it? Do you know, I was when I was playing Spider-Man yesterday, I couldn't help but think that it was such a wasted opportunity what happened with the Avengers game, because Spider-Man set up the Avengers beautifully with Avengers Tower and with actually a really good, thoughtful application of Marvel, you know, lore into this slightly sort of photorealistic kind of world that they were building. And then they just, Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics as the subcontractors on that, sub-developers, just squandered it. Absolutely squandered it. Apparently Spider-Man 2 is coming to the PS5, which presumably will be another opportunity to... Because at one point they were talking about launching essentially a computer game Marvel universe, where the games sort of interacted and continued on from each other, but I'm not sure that's going to happen in the same way anymore. I really, really don't like some of these elites. I really, really need some sort of health pack. Yeah, absolutely. The vulnerability of our emotional bias, yeah. And it's unfortunately the reason why Mr. Trump continues to be so dangerous in the US. Sorry, President Trump. Former President Trump. And he's not dangerous because he's subversive or because, you know, he's dangerous because he's a liar. He's a liar that people listen to. And no, that doesn't mean that I automatically adore the other side, you know. Doesn't mean I'm anyone's enemy.
This is it. Halo's control center. That terminal, try there.
It's interesting as well as how later versions of the Chief actually have the port
So much, so fast.
in the back of his helmet.
So, what sort of weapon is it?
What are you talking about?
Let's stay focused. Halo, how do we use it against the Covenant?
This ring isn't a cudgel, you barbarian. It's something else. Something much more important. The Covenant were right.
The perfect
This
useful
ring.
idiot, yeah.
It's Forerunner.
Yeah.
Give me a second to access. Yes, the Forerunner built this place, what they called a fortress world, in order to... No, that can't be. Oh, those Covenant fools. They must have known. There must have been signs.
Slow down. You're losing me.
The Covenant found something. Buried in this ring. Something horrible. And now, they're afraid.
Something buried. Where?
The captain. We've got to stop the captain.
Keys? What
The
do
weapons cache he's looking for. It's not really... We can't let him get inside.
I
Interesting.
don't understand.
There's no time. Get out of here. Find keys. Stop him. Before it's too late.
Ah, so now we deposited Cortana in the control room. Can you please solve the world, Mr. If only I could. If only I could. Right now, my personal prescription is to try not to lose hope. Try not to be too cynical
The
and
last
give up.
transmission from the captain's dropship was from this area. That was over 12 hours ago. Locate Captain Keys, radio in, and I'll come pick you up.
Okay. I think I remember this. Yeah, I definitely remember these plants. Another crashed dropship. Must be Captain Key's ship.
Dropship Victor 90.
I like the rain. Which was there in the original by the look of it, yeah. It's much more obvious in the anniversary edition. Yeah, me too. I keep on getting sort of flashes of familiarity with the scenery, which is really cool. So I just had something turn up on my phone. Yeah, okay. I'm still getting those annoying collaboration emails from people who are not really from the company that they claim to be from. Got to a point where I just report them for phishing, basically. My favourite is, I think as we've discussed before, is the cosmetics companies, you know. We think you'd be a perfect fit for us. Don't think so. I don't think you're actually that from that company. You all seem to be oddly enough, they all seem to be from the Czech Republic. Is it the Czech Republic? Yeah. CZ at the end of the email addresses. It's interesting. You know, oddly enough, this landscape really reminds me of there's a game called Body Harvest on the N64. It really reminds me of Body Harvest, actually, which is a game that I love. I mean, I really, really love that game. And it's interesting. Whenever I see and hear reviews about it, people complain about it having a rather obscure mode of control and and progress, but I really enjoyed it, actually. Whole video of office scammers. A video of a whole office of scammers being hacked, showing camera footage and everything. So satisfying. Well, I'm just amazed at how there just seem to be certain areas of the world where that's where people set up. It must be something to do with, you know. So, for example, in this country, still, you can't just set up, for example, a call center that does nothing but cold calling. There has to be other elements to it, and so, you know, there's a little bit of legal protection there for the consumer or for the person who's being harassed. But maybe there's some of these countries, there's places where they just don't have those laws stopping you from, you know, just sending out batch emails saying, "We really like your YouTube channel. Can you please possibly consider subscribe? Working with us?" And if you go, "Oh yes, please," then they'll be like, "We just need you to give us your bank details." Or, you know, or pay us a fee or something to become an approved partner. In that sense, in many ways, I'm quite naive. I'm glad that I'm not naive when it comes to that stuff. I am. Wow, these guys were just waiting for me, weren't they? What happened there? Why did that go red? Well, it is, but I think it's the law of large numbers. I think what happens is they just send out so many emails, make so many calls, create so many, dating profile personages to pick up lonely older people with savings that if you get even 1% or 2%, and they reckon between 1 and 3% on an email campaign, for example, even for legitimate marketing, is a good turnover. Then yeah, it does become viable. But I think it's the sheer number of people who are being approached. It's just sad, though. I can't help but think it must be soul destroying to do that for a living. To knowingly scam people. Oh, I see. Well, I guess you've got to at the very least dehumanize your victim, haven't you? Make it feel as though, well, they can afford it. I'm not really taking this person's life savings and savings and leaving them destitute, Everyone in that country can, for example, everyone in America is rich, for example, that kind of stereotype. This is where I came in, presumably. Is it? Yeah. Yeah, or at the very least, they are. They're not the heartless ones. They're just taking advantage of a system, and that system being broader economic realities as they might find it convenient to see it. This is. Which way am I going? Where's Cortana and Yanido? Do I stand here? No. Yep, humans lost because Master Chief couldn't find his way. Do it's funny, no matter how many times I see these I think they're weapons deployment caches, aren't they? I always think that they look a little bit like a Portaloo, which is quite amusing. Okay, well, let's go through here. Let's see. Presumably, oh, there's a health pack. Presumably, we're about to unleash the flood. Or, you know, Keys is about to do that. Is he the key? Yeah, spoiler alert. Right, so there's that door, there's that door. Is there a door opposite? No. Is there a door opposite there? No. That's true, actually. Yeah, there may be some people playing this game. I suppose, yeah, especially having if they've just played Halo Infinite and they want to go back and see what they missed, where it all started. That's a good point. Yeah. Ah, okay. Here we go. Hello. Don't shoot it. Why are you shooting at me?
Stay back! You're not turning me into one of those things!
What?
I'll blow your brains out! Get away from me! Ah! Ah!
Crikey, that's
Don't
what.
touch me, you freaks! I won't be like you. I'll die first! Find your own hiding place. The monsters are everywhere! I guess.
So I might have to deal with that. I didn't remember that either. That's actually quite dark, isn't it? But again, just laying that groundwork, making you go, what? What? Come on now. Okay, we go up here. I'm guessing. Can we go up there? Oh, come on. Because Master Chief can't walk up a ramp without falling through the floor. The humans failed. And yeah, I really like these panels that open up as well. So I guess they must be sort of weapons caches and portable communications. Maybe they've got antenna and like a fold-out control panels on. It's an interesting setup. Again, it looks very alien compared to the Pillar of Autumn and the USNC tech. Now, this sort of mirrors, doesn't it, the opening of the game, where you have that bridge that's looking down into the cargo hold where the Chief is being stored. Okay. Here we go. Again, it's kind of like a horror movie, isn't it? Parrot Jenkins, Wallace A.
Why do we always have to listen to this old stuff, Sarge?
Watch your mouth, son. This stuff is your history. It should remind you, Grunts, what we're fighting to protect.
Hey, does the Covenant want to wipe out this particular part of my history? That's fine by me.
Yeah, better it than us. You ask them real nice next time you see them, Vicente. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
LZ looks clear. I'm bringing us down.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, it wasn't great music.
Stay close, Jenkins. Mendoza, move it up! Wait here for the captain and his squad, then get your ass inside.
Sir!
Okay, let's move!
Which is weird, right? I mean, look at it. Something scrambled the insides.
Yeah.
Plasma scoring?
Yeah, I
Like
don't know.
part
Maybe there
aliens,
was an
part the
accident, friendly
thing.
fire or something?
What do we have, Sergeant? Looks like a Covenant patrol. Badass elite units. All KIA.
Real pretty. Friend of yours?
Nah, we just met.
Right, well, let's get this door open.
I'll try, sir. But it looks like these Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down.
Just do it, son.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the door. And it's interesting, yeah, so the Covenant established a lockdown that now you're breaking just because you're their enemy, as opposed to there being a realization of there being a biohazard.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about something.
Again, it would be good if you could switch between the old and the new, but
He's got contact! Lots of them! But they're not Covenant! They're just tearing through us! What's the clone? No! Corporal, do you copy? Over! Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position and find out what the hell is going on. But I don't have time for your lip, soldier. I gave you an order.
Sarge! Listen!
What is that? Where's that coming from, Mendoza?
I don't... There! Get out!
yeah, I love that they're like some sort of weird fungus, aren't they?
Let him have it! Sergeant, we're surrounded. God damn it, Jenkins! Fire your weapon!
There are too many,
Don't
Sarge!
even think about it.
Unexpected halt.
Run away, run away,
Yeah, run away.
run away, you want to fly.
The flood. Wow. Well, I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear me think that this is a good place to end our stream. Although, obviously, the flood disagree. Yeah, let's leave it there. We've started a new level. The flood have been unleashed, and I definitely need to go to bed. Tomorrow I'm recording Watching Brief. I also hope to record a little video for Super View as well. And then, in fact, I just received an email from Ruth, which was setting up aspects of our joint ventures, which we'll be chatting about on Saturday, and then maybe on Saturday doing a stream together here in the house. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see. But it's been fun. Thank you for turning up, Smig. It's been good to have a chat with you. And yeah, the flood have arrived. I am enjoying. I really am just genuinely enjoying being back in. The thing is, lots of these streams have been. They've been by definition exploring games that are, you know, freshly available for free, for example on the Epic Store, or games that are a bit newer by definition, because that's one of the reasons why I enjoyed this machine, is it gave me access to games that I could never previously play. But this is genuinely a game that I'm revisiting, and Halo 2 in particular I think will be a real nostalgia trip. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. I'm not sure what. I think on Saturday we might be streaming Mega Drive games via the Switch, but we'll see. Right, take care. Bye. You sleep well as well, Smig. It's been fun. Cheers.